Sell Your Car UK is back with another Mini. To be more precise, another Mini Convertible. Another Mini Convertible Sidewalk. Now this is a Mini 1.6 manual in this gorgeous metallic black. It's got those special wheels that are only available with the Sidewalk model. And it has also got full black leather interior with silver piping. It really does look gorgeous. It's also got that malt brown leather half steering wheel, and as well malt brown leather around the gear lever as well. It's got heated front seats, it's got electric windows, electric mirrors. It's got all the options the Sidewalk came with, so it's got clear indicator lenses, it's got the stability control system as well. But the most important thing about this one is it has only got 18,700 miles on the clock, that or thereabouts, and that mileage has been completely verified as accurate. It's got an MOT until the 1st of May 2014. It's taxed until the 31st of the 10th 2013, and it was last serviced with about 1,500 miles to go until the next service. Now the car was actually sawn for some time, for almost a year, and so it's now up for sale because it's really just a driveway ornament at the moment, and it's a heck of a nice car to be getting your hands on. Let's get up close and personal with it because there are some marks on the car. It's a private sale sold exclusively through Sell Your Car UK, so you will see there are some marks here, and I'll get up close and personal so you can see them for yourself. Now there's tiny little marks here on the front bumper, and then you've got another. I'm being very picky here because I don't want to waste anyone's time. If you want to come down and see the car and you've watched this video, you'll see for yourself all the marks on the car without having to travel down to see it, so you know the car's for you. You can also check out an album of photos on facebook.com/SellYourCarUK.tv. While we're around this side here, I'll just show you as well the wheels, got a tiny bit of curbing on it. The tyres as well, I should point out, these front tyres here have got a bit of uneven wear going on. They're very close to the legal limit. That was picked up in the MOT as well. It was also noticed in the last service, which was done in January of 2012. As I say, it's been sawn since about May of 2012, and those tyres are the same ones that are on there. Now, if you want, we can replace these tyres for you. The seller doesn't want to spend any money to replace them with Pirellis that are on there at the moment, but we'll put run flats on there for you. It's just about negotiating the final price of the vehicle. So if you have a chat with us at Sell Your Car UK, we can go into all the details of that. As we come down this side of the car here, you'll see there are some tiny little marks, tiny little scratches, but those are to be expected, and some of them will polish out. There's also, just here, I'm being really fussy, but I don't want to waste anyone's time, there's a tiny, really tiny, you can't even see it, and it hardly shows up in the pictures as well, a little car park dent, so where somebody's opened their door into this car, and again, little tiny scratches. There's another little, hello, you can see me, hello, holding both keys. It comes with 2 keys, we'll get to that in a moment, but I'm just showing you any little marks on this car. You can just about see it there. Check out Facebook for that one because we've got a nice picture of that so we can show you there. But if I pan back from the car, you'll see that those marks vanish. What marks? Let's get up close and personal with this wheel here, and you'll see that there's some curbing as well around the edges. All the spokes though are absolutely fine on these wheels, so it's never been bashed against the curb or anything. It's just while obviously parking up against the curb. In London, as is often the case, there's just a little bit of marks that have been put onto the edges of the wheel. These tyres are good. All the brakes are good as well. They really are very, very responsive. There's thousands of miles left in the brakes. As we come around the rear bumper, now you might look at that and go, it's perfect, but it's not, so I'm going to get up close and personal with that as well. And you can see just here, there's a tiny bit of scraping going on. Now that's probably not even caused by this driver. It's probably caused by somebody else getting out of a parking space. And there's a tiny little chip in the paint just there, because it does have parking sensors. So you would assume they work, and they do indeed, so there's no reason to think that that was caused by this driver, but bad things do happen to nice cars, and this is a lovely car, and it's a shame that that's happened to it. If you wanted to respray the bumper just because of these tiny little marks, and again there's another one just here, you can see that for yourself, then you could do this whole rear bumper section. If you wanted to respray it using our body shop connections, then that would cost you about 1,200, about 120, 150 pounds. 1200 quid, who are you going to? BMW. Right, we've got a little scratch just here. Does that show up? Yeah, you can just about see that, and you can see me as well. Hello again. And that scratch just there, if you want to check out a nice picture of that, then do on facebook.com/sellyourcaruk.tv. It is a privately sold car, this one, so it's going to have some marks on it, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. Likewise, this wheel here, again, the spokes are absolutely fine, but the rim of the wheel, oh, can you see that? Just tiny little marks around it, but that is what they call curbing. If you wanted to refurb this alloy wheel, you're looking at £55 to get that rim sorted out. It's a tricky one because there is black and silver in it, but all you're getting sorted out is that silver there. You wouldn't need to have the whole wheel dipped for that. There's no marks on the wheel, there's no cracks. It's a good wheel. Right, if we come around to this door here, obviously it's been opened up into some other people's cars, because you can just see those little marks down that door edge just there. Nothing to be concerned about. And there's some tiny, really tiny little scratches just around the door handle as well. Obviously somebody's getting into the car holding a key in their hand, or maybe has a ring on their finger. These marks are quite common. Then we've got another little tiny mark here, a little sort of scuff in the paintwork just here. I don't think that's showing up, but check out Facebook again and you'll be able to see that. I'm being very fussy because I don't want to waste your time. We've got another tiny little imperfection just there in the paint. That looks like it's in the lacquer. And then there's another little mark just here underneath the clear indicator lens. That might polish out, to be fair, but it is on the car. We've given this car a thoroughly good valet. I just want to bring you back as well. There's another mark just here. Check out Facebook. That's just above the door handle. So I don't want to waste anyone's time, but bear in mind that all of these marks that I'm showing you are reflected in the price. In fact, I've missed one because I just noticed here this trim. Actually, that's a tiny little mark just there, but I've missed one which I want to show you, which is around this side on the trim here. Is it this side? Yes, it is. There it is, just there. Very hard to spot, but there is a tiny little bit of a mark just there. It looks like somebody again trying to get out of a parking space. It's just not that. Is that showing up? Check out facebook.com. As I said, you'll be able to see all of these marks up close and personal. But those really are all the marks. I just want to finish off by showing you this wheel over here, because I forgot to mention it. This wheel's actually in quite good nick, but there is a little bit of a nick taken out of it, as you can just see there. But again, the spokes are all fine, so it's just a case of refurbing that tyre edge, that rim. You wouldn't even need to take the tyres off to do this. They do what's called beading the tyres, and that will cost £55 if you so wanted to spend that money. Now the seller doesn't want to sell that money, which is more really luck for you, because had there been money spent on this car to get it looking dealership shape, then you would be paying that money on top. But as it goes, you can get this car in its current condition, save yourself a lot of money, and then if you want to do that work, well, it's entirely up to you. You can do that over the course of your ownership. Now what we're going to do here, you can see it's got this fantastic convertible roof that is electric folding, as you would expect. I'm going to open it up. Oh, it's locked itself. I will open it up using the key, pushing that button there, and you will see the interior, which is absolutely lovely, as you'd expect for having done only about 18,500 odd miles. And you can see that black leather interior with the silver piping, and it's also got this malt brown stitching going on there as well, which is the official Sidewalk leather colour, but this one's obviously gone with the black leather, which looks fantastic. I think you'll agree. You've got the malt brown around the steering wheel. That is a multi-function steering wheel, so you can control your stereo from over here, and you can control cruise control from over here. Very expensive option, cruise control on a Mini, and this comes with it. You've also got heated seats in the front here with electric mirror controls in the middle. You've got your auxiliary power socket, you've got your ashtray / coin holder, electric windows, all the switches are here. So you've got front and rear fog lamps, which were thrown in with the Sidewalk edition. Electric windows, as you can see, and this little switch here, ASC, is your stability control, another expensive option. This snowflake means you've got air conditioning, and you can see all the controls and dials for that. CD player just above it, and then in the middle here, that famous mini speedo. Now I'm going to pop the key in the ignition. It just goes over here like so, and I'm going to give that a little turn, and I'm going to try and show you here if I can. That shows up there as an inspection is due in 1,325 miles. So you've got plenty of miles left to go, and it's done 18,660 miles. Hopefully that's showing up. It's a bit tricky with this camera. I don't think it is, but it is there. I can guarantee it. And if I turn the key, starts first time. No warning lights staying on. The only one that's staying on is that one saying the handbrake is on. I'm not going to take it off. And over here we've also got the trip computer, which you can control with this little button just here. So we can see here it's scrolling through. Again, not showing on this camera, but do check out Facebook and you'll be able to see 88 miles left with about a quarter of a tank. It does about 32.8 miles to the gallon. You can't even see that on this camera, probably because the roof's open and it's a bit bright. But I'll tell you what, let's fix that right away. I'm going to close the roof, but just first I want to show you in the back. You've got Isofix in the back, so if you want to plug your children in. There are some little droplet marks just here, which you can see, which has obviously been caused by having the roof down while it's raining. Who can blame them? Let's be honest, we don't get enough sunshine in this country to really enjoy a convertible, so you will probably use it with the roof down. You can see as well, you've got the leather on the door as well. That's a nice touch. It's a really lovely car, this one, and having only done 18,500 miles, what I'll do, I'll jump in, because I will show you up here. You've got the controls here for your roof, and you can see that's folding away there, and that is closing into position. And then you've got this little sunroof as well, which just closes like that. So you can, if you wanted to, oh, the wind's gone now, you'll be able to hear me much better. If you wanted to, you could just have the sunroof open like this. That's a nice touch, isn't it? I might leave it like that actually. While I jump out, I'll show you what it looks like with the roof up. Oh, it's very windy. Hopefully you can hear all of this. I apologise if the sound's a bit poor. What I want to do, just showing you that there with the roof up. Let this aperture come back into it. There we go, you can see that. That looks fantastic. Black roof, black wheels, black car, black leather. Oh my goodness, this is going to make somebody very happy. If I just open up the boot, this very dinky little boot contains all the docs in true Sell Your Car UK style. So we've got the logbook here, we've got the most recent MOT, and there it's showing there both front tyres are close to the legal limit. That MOT was done on the 2nd of May 2013, so that will expire on the 1st of May 2014. And as you can see there, the odometer reading and the history shows you the car was actually sawn, because the last MOT was done in May of 2011, and that was only about 4,500 miles ago. We've got as well over here, just to show you, we've got an old MOT as well from that MOT. That would have been its first. And we've even got an inspection handover sheet from when the car was originally sold, because it is a one owner from new car, if I haven't said that already. Now we've got the service booklet here, and that's got some stamps in it. The first one to show you is in the brake fluid section. That brake fluid change was done in 2010, February to be precise, about 9,000 miles ago. And we've also got, if I just flick through to the service section, we've got a service done by BMW here. Oh, it's very windy. At about 8,000 odd miles, and that was done in September 2009. Pre-delivery check is over here in March of 2008 when the car was new, and it's had a service done by Leighton Service Centre, a very reputable local garage in Leighton, and they did that service on the 15th of the 1st 2012 at 15,500 miles, and that's where they've advised as well that the front tyres are worn, and then obviously they've done about 3,000 miles since. And so it gets to the MOT, and now they are close to the legal limit. Hopefully you can see that now. All you can really see is the shadow of my hand. But do check out Facebook. All of the pictures are there on Facebook. Oh, we're getting blasted by the wind here. We've also got this from BMW themselves, or BMW Mini I should say, and it is just a short little service printout showing you the service history of the car. For example, the brake fluid change, and then you've got your full oil service down here. A nice little touch this as well. This is the Mini book with all of the Mini brochure in it, which came with the car when the purchaser, the seller as it were now, bought the car new in March 2008. So you're going to get all those docs, the books, the V5, and you even get this very cute little wallet to put them all in, and in there as well is the owner's handbook and a couple of other bits and bobs as well, something to tell you how to use the stereo, the radio, the CD. You don't need to look at that here, you can look at that when you buy the car. So that's all the stuff that's in the boot. You've also got in here as well split folding rear seats, so you just flick these little bars down here, gives you a bit of extra room. And here's something I bet you've never seen before, because no one ever shows you it. You flick these little handles up here and here, then you can move the roof, and then you can get in and out and a little bit more access, so you can see that for yourself. Roof not in place. There we go. Make sure you seal that back up though, because otherwise you won't be able to actually open or close the roof. I will pop this back in and close that all up. So that is the car. There are some marks on it, as I said, but they're nothing severe. There's no big dents or big scrapes or big scratches. Anyone who buys this car will be able to show it off on the day. They won't need to go down to a body repair shop and get any work done. The only thing that we'll probably be needing doing, as I said, is those 2 front tyres, but we can work something out, negotiate something in with the price to make sure that you've got 2 brand new tyres that match your needs and that you're happy with on there. If we asked the seller to buy tyres, they would just be budget ones, they wouldn't even be run flats. So rather than do that, we can work something out to make sure you're getting on there the tyres. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to close this roof just to prove that it does close so you can see it for yourself. I might as well do it from the inside. Oh, there we go, it's closing. Stretch. There we go. Lovely. I'll take the key out, don't want it to lock me out. I don't think it would. As I said, you've got both keys with this car, all the docs, all the books. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it is for sale, and it's only for sale exclusively through Sell Your Car UK.